Hi, Libra. Happy birthday. Welcome to your season. It is going to be an interesting October. We're already in Mercury retrograde. That's going to be happening for the entirety of your season until October 18th. And then we have the post shadow period, even as we move into Scorpio season. So, um, October for you guys, and really, Mercury is going to be opposing Chiron in your first house and seventh house. So, Mercury is going to be in your first house, retrograde, opposing Chiron for like 4 days, you guys. Like the middle of October um, is going to be full of a lot of mishaps and probably a lot of really weird communication gaps and really just triggers happening all over the place. So, and I keep saying this to everybody, and I'm a Libra rising. So, talking about all of this happening in your first house, just as an example, when Mercury went into pre shadow, I tripped and broke my thumb. Like within 3 days of Mercury being in pre shadow, and I've had nothing but issues with technology like this whole time. And Mercury starts retrograde. I'm doing your video on the 26th of September. And Mercury starts retrograde at like midnight Central Standard Time or Central Daylight Time. So literally like we're starting Mercury retrograde right now. And there's been nothing but like trips and falls and clumsy, and I'm dropping things and like all of that stuff. So I'm seeing where it's affecting me personally in my own first house ways. Excuse me. And like I have Pluto in my first house. So whatever you have going on in your house, you know, where your sun is or where you're rising at, whatever you're watching, wherever your moon is, whatever house that is, what else is going on there. And you'll be able to really see how Mercury is going to affect you personally and affect what planets. But also with this Aries in your seventh house for a couple more years. And so there's this healing that's happening around relationships for you guys. And a lot of the healing is about you standing up for yourself, or a lot of the healing is about you recognizing the warrior within who you are. And this Mercury opposite Chiron may trigger some communication that you need to have with someone, and really in order to fully stand tall, you know, like if you're one of those people that haven't said your piece, or you haven't said your words yet, that this Mercury opposing Chiron may really trigger that for you. This October is not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of manipulative secrets that could really like start to become a thing during October. And I mean, like people could be talking behind your back already now. It's a very strange energy that we're coming into in October. And a lot of it is happening, you know, wherever your house is with Libra, but mostly, you know, for that first house kind of energy is where it's going to be affecting you the most, that personal in-depth healing that you're going to have to see for yourself. And it's going to show you in a huge way who's for you and who's not for you. Make sure you're paying attention to the red flags. Make sure that you're paying attention to those signs that are making you see that you know, this is going to cost you so much more of yourself and so much more energy down the road if you don't nip it in the bud now, kind of thing, if you will. So, Mercury's causing havoc for you guys this year during your season. I wish that I could take that away from for you and make it a little bit easier. Let's get into the cards. If you'd like to get the extended card reading, you can either do that by becoming a member and you'll get the full video. You can click join underneath this video, or you can go into the description box, check out the Patreon information and join over there. Or you can go to Vimeo, where you can either purchase this video, all of the videos, including the weekly energy updates that I do for the month of October. That will all be in the description box. So, and because I did break my thumb, I have this thing on my thumb for one more week. And yes, it is a little bit awkward too. So, but this is how we're doing it. This is exactly how we're doing it. And your entire reading came out. Look at that. All right. Okay, so that Virgo. All right. The Virgo energy is very loud. We have the King of Pentacles. And I know that you're really focused on work. I know if you're standing in that King of Pentacles state of mind, if this is not the Virgo, because the next card we have is the Hermit. So some of you are definitely dealing with an Earth energy or a Virgo specifically. But for some of you, you are in this Earth energy. You're in this desire to have, that grounded stability, that grounded, stable feeling, and being in that masculine energy. You don't have to be a man to be in that masculine energy. A lot of women take on masculine energy as well. I lived in my masculine energy for most of my life. That's survival. For me, it was toxic masculine energy, but there it was. But we have the King of Pentacles, and then we have the Hermit, and then we have the Nine of Cups. There's really something that you have been working on. I feel like the Hermit, if it's not the Virgo energy, then it's the journey that you've been on, that you've really been working towards. There's this journey that you've been working towards, and it's not small. The Nine of Cups doesn't feel like it's a very small wish this time. This is, you can be over excessive with the Nine of Cups. It can be a very gluttonous state of mind to be in. I want, I wish, I desire. But if you've been in this Hermit mode, that Nine of Cups is not gluttonous this time around. And maybe that's one of those things you need to pay attention to, is to recognize that this Nine of Cups is something that you actually deserve to have. Because you could even be in a 10 of Cups mode, but you might be ignoring that last cup that the universe is trying to offer you. So the bottom row, we have the Four of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Are you the Libra? Are you the Libra energy that's so close to getting everything that you want and desire, and all of the sudden you overthink it? All of the sudden, right? Like Libra energy, all of the sudden overthinks anything. No, you've been overthinking it this whole time that I've been talking to you. But, that word, but, Eight of Swords, Four of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, but it's taking so long, right? That patience required. Oh, the humanity. Easy to sabotage yourself when you think something's too good to be true. Easy to do that. And that's why herein lies the reason why I push everybody to love on themselves as much as they possibly can. Because if you don't even think that you deserve it, if you think it's too good to be true, because that's what too good to be true is, that you don't even think that you deserve it. You think it's too good to be true for you. It's a pipe dream. That's what the Four of Cups is. And so much so, sometimes we think that things are so much of a pipe dream, so much so that we become apathetic to it. We're just like, yeah, that's never going to happen for me. So we settle. And we settle into a game that the Matrix built, right? But there's something that you've been journeying towards, and you're so close. You're so incredibly close. So when we look in the extended and start to clarify these cards, we're going to see where that road's heading, and we're going to see what we can do to try and avoid the sabotage. I say we because I'm in the Libra energy too. I'm in the same boat. I get it. I understand. I don't know how many times I've gotten to the peak of something and then did the most ridiculous acrobatic backflip and removed it from my life, sabotaging it, right? Like that's how I do things sometimes. Not anymore though. We're not going to do that anymore. So in the extended, again, if you would like to get that, make sure that you check out the description box. All of the information is there. I love you guys. Happy birthday. I'll see you later.